Hello people, it is me, the fascist, and today on this video we will be discussing even more fascist things than, so anyways, I've been thinking about how, things recently in society have been, like, going downhill, but one bright spot about it for, like, the past few years has always been Marvel. Marvel is an awesome thing. Probably the longest phase I ever had, and to this day, I still really like it. Um, as much as I like Halo, I still like Marvel a little bit more. I just mention it less because I don't have time to watch the movies anymore and stuff. But it's always been like a big part of me. Like, I think for the past 2 years was how long my phase for it was. So that was like from 2018 to early 2020, and even then, in the past, I still liked Marvel. Like when I was young, like 5, that was when I was really big into Iron Man, and that was the same thing for 2018. So it genuinely pains me to say this, but I honestly think Marvel is dying. It might honestly be dead already. Now, let me explain my thoughts, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. I literally made this at like 3 in the morning, so this might be a little bit rushed, but I just wanted to bring out some content because like one person is forcing me to do so. So yeah. Now I believe things started going downhill for Marvel with 2018's Black Panther. Great movie, good villain, decent acting. The problem is they're saying and marketing it as a diverse film despite the fact that it was literally 90% black. That could not be further from the truth. And it just felt like something to get woke points. Now, don't get me wrong, the characters were good, but like it just felt unnecessarily woke. That's a common theme you're gonna start seeing, which is worrying. Now, up next we have 2019's Captain Marvel. It's a horrible feminist fest of, I don't know. I forgot what happened in the movie. It was extremely dumb, dude. I watched it. I originally thought it was okay, and actually, I still think it's fine. It's not that good, but it's fine. Um, but despite that, a movie that I haven't even watched in theaters or really at all, Wonder Woman, I can already tell is much better than it. Now, why is that, oh fellow viewer? Well, it's because in Wonder Woman, they actually made Diana struggle. You know, she actually had like to face her own demons about the fact that humanity isn't always good and stuff. Which, by the way, is starting to get really ahead of its time with how humanity's been acting. And yeah, Wonder Woman's much better than Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel was preparing us for the worst. Um, Marvel was soon to become an extremely woke, shitty thingy trash. To make matters worse, Endgame showed up, and while like 90% of the movie was good, great actually. Still some problems. The only real problems I had with it was Thanos being boring. Um, and also that one scene from like near the end where all the girls show up. And actually, it's not it's not bad. It's not as bad as I'm saying as it is right now. It's actually a relatively well done scene, but it just doesn't make much sense. Because here we have Captain Marvel, uh, Jesus Christ reincarnated inside of woman body because that's how it's supposed to be, right? Right? Nudge, nudge. And we have other women that are subpar to her, saying that they're gonna help her. That's like the equivalent of me, a builder, mind you, walking up to Nano, who's probably the best at PvP when it comes to Bedrock and pretty good at Java. And that's like me asking him that if I can help him get more wins than he normally gets. What? Now that analogy really confuses me, and that just goes to show how dumb the scene is. But it gets way worse. It gets much worse. Now, fast forward to 2020 and 2021. Nothing relatively interesting happens because we're all cooped up, dealing with hell. But out of the shadows, a scene, a show comes up, rising up from the depths of hell to bring us the epitome of God Himself, our Lord and Savior. He came down here to call America out on some of its worst struggles in history of society. We've been so far behind in terms of what we've been doing and our moral compass now. We're living life like Panem, and God has come here to show us that the biggest problem we have is racism. Oh, yes, racism. I know everyone's gonna be pissed off at me, but hear me out. What was I gonna say? God dang it. Not Captain America. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. And the Winter Soldier, came out. I forgot when. I thought it was decent, except for the fact that Carly Morgenthau exists. And the racial, thing being fed to you. As if that was the biggest problem in the MCU. I mean, they brought up Sam, like, a pretty good, well-established character. And then Marvel decides to say that, oh no, he has not been very well represented. Oh my gosh. Yes, we have people like Miles Morales. We have Black Panther over here. We have the guy from the Loud House. We have Sergeant Johnson. We have all of them. But no, we don't have enough. We don't have enough black people. In movies. And specifically movies, because like in shows there are actually like barely any people. But as far as it goes for movies and games, I think we've been pretty well represented. So I mean, like, I don't understand why you're complaining, especially Marvel, which is probably 80% white. Like, stop trying to get woke for internet points, and it's not like they're like actually trying to make a change. It's clear. Well, I may be wrong, but like, for me, it just looks like they're trying to get woke points and stuff. It gets way more woke and stuff like Black Widow. I mean, we go on this rant in Black Widow about like how I didn't even watch the movie, and after the reviews, I think that I made the right choice. So haha, Pixel Donkey, you say I don't watch movies. This is exactly why. I mean, in the first Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame, there's always been a point to tell us about Natasha's history, with her, being like thinking that she's an evil person and not have anyone have her back, except for the only family have is the Avengers. Then Yelena, Red Guardian, and the other girl comes here and it says that's all wrong, which kind of breaks down the emotional impact of that. And yeah. And also Scarlett Johansson's getting pissed off of Black Widow doing so badly, which, to be fair, I would, but like, she decided to bite the hand that feeds her. This is her fault, no one else's. And it's genuinely a shame because I used to respect ScarJo, but like she's turning woke as well. And what's worse is that the fact that they made it Taskmaster female and also, more importantly, non-talkative. Why would you make Taskmaster non-talkative? Okay, I mean, if Taskmaster was a girl and and acted like a comics Taskmaster, then actually I would have been fine with that. I think that would have been pretty good. I mean, I don't care. I think that would have been okay. But you didn't even do that. You decided to pull an X-Men Origins Wolverine. Why? Why? Not Wolverine himself, but Deadpool. You know what I'm saying. But why exactly? And what's worse is that the stunt person for Taskmaster was a male, and then they just decided to CGI the girl on it. Like, you've been going on this rant about how women can do anything men can do. Why not show it to us? Because ironically, feminists are the only people that cannot back up their claims that women are better than men. Why? Why? There's actual women out there actually like proving this. You know, being smart, being intelligent and stuff. You know, helping out the economy like regular people do. And then there's people like feminists ruining their mentality, which is really also ironic because like this movement's supposed to help women, but like it's just hurting the sane people. It just hurts everyone. Yeah. And this is a problem and an issue also with WandaVision. I know I didn't go through it too much because it was actually like one of the few good written things about not Opportunity Craft, Marvel Phase 4. But despite the fact that like we're trying to give Wanda the benefit of the doubt, like, you know, she's been going through really bad stuff. Probably the most hurt character in all of the MCU. Um, it matters a lot, and I feel genuinely sorry for her. But that doesn't excuse the fact that she's also sharing that pain with others who don't want to. I mean, that's just not fair. I mean, because, like, men showing their emotions is already horrible in this day and age. But if we're to imprison people to feel our feelings, you know how badly the world would react? And the problem is, Wanda doesn't even get held accountable. She doesn't apologize. She doesn't do anything. Well, she does reverse her spell, which good for her. At least she's not that dumb. But she was just kind of unapologetic and wasn't telling the right people sorry. And I honestly don't understand why. Well, I do understand why. It's because Marvel woke. And this is a problem that's been with not just Marvel, but like most movies in general. Like the Ghostbusters remake. What else? What else have they ruined? I can't think because there's so much that they ruined. Charlie's Angels. I think one of the only like good female modern day things is Alita Battle Angel, and of course Wonder Woman. So I mean, it's good to know that like there's women out there that are actually compelling in this day and age, because there already was. I mean, cause people out there like Sarah Connors, I think, I do believe, Rose from Titanic, Miranda Keys, what else? Katniss Everdeen, um, what else? You know, people out there, old Black Widow, from 2012 all the way to Infinity War. You know, all of that stuff. I mean, they were good. They were good characters. I don't understand what happened to good female characters. Why is it so hard to write them? They're just people. Why? And that's what I've been worried about. I mean, if you know, if feminism was really helping in movies, they good female characters should be much more commonplace. And yet they're more gone from reality than ever before, which I don't know why they continue. They're but yeah. The only good thing, I know this has gotten like extremely woke with me as well, and you know what they say, go woke, go broke. The only positive thing, well, it's been fine, but like the only thing that's gone better than 80% good is Loki, which is kind of funny because he's a straight white male. You would think that you know, all the woke shows and movies that they've been making recently, if they're so good, they would be doing good. Funnily enough, they're not. And the straight white male show is doing pretty well. I wonder why. Maybe it might be because they're allowing Loki to struggle because he's a white male. I wonder what that could mean. But yeah, I'm done ranting here. Despite Loki being a pretty good show as of right now, I don't think it's enough to bring Marvel back. And if it doesn't bring another good movie, or if Hawkeye doesn't end up being good, or what if, we are truly screwed. But thanks for watching this video. I know it was a while and everything turned black at like the middle of it. That was because I didn't have anything else to record. I did have some Halo footage, but like, we don't know how you all feel about Halo, so But that's enough from me ranting. Go subscribe to me. I will be watching the trailers for Unity Craft and Opportunity Craft, the final episode. And yeah, I will see you all later.